我終於明白，個機械人唔答你，未必係因為佢自盾，或者佢唔鍾意，亦有可能係佢已經心有所屬。冇幾耐，佢就去咗日本。臨走嗰陣，我將啱啱寫好嘅2047送俾佢，我希望佢會睇啦。
A spaceship stranded on a distant and dangerous planet. Gorgeous androids designed for the pleasure of lonely clients. Questions about the nature of humanity itself. These all seem like standard sci-fi fare, but in the hands of auteurs Wong Kar-wai and Andrei Tarkovsky, the genre takes on a distinctive and idiosyncratic shape. What unites Wong's single exploration into science fiction, 2046, and Tarkovsky's first, Solaris, are their hypnotic pacing, highly expressive visual style, and more than anything, their fascination with the subject of memory. Solaris, produced in the Soviet Union in 1972, centers on psychologist Chris Kelvin, who travels to a space station that has been studying the fictional planet Solaris for decades. When he arrives there, he realizes that the planet has been giving hallucinations to the astronauts aboard the space station, including himself. He is haunted by an apparition of his long-dead wife, Hari. Is Hari simply a side effect of Solaris's radiation? Or is the planet deliberately torturing him, making him relive his wife's death and his childhood to toy with him? Is Solaris sentient? Is Hari? 2046, produced in Hong Kong, is a romantic drama that is technically a sequel to Wong's earlier film In the Mood for Love. It focuses on a playboy writer in 1960s Hong Kong who, after a heartbreak, immortalizes the women in his life through a science fiction novel. The novel focuses on a dystopian future where people filled with regret travel on a high-speed train to a mysterious location known as 2046 in order to recapture their lost memories. While on board, the passengers are served by a crew of artificially intelligent female androids, one of whom the Japanese protagonist of the novel develops feelings for and asks to leave with him. Both of these films suggest that a longing for the past and a clinging to memory is almost a natural condition of sentient life, unusual for a genre that is, by definition, focused on the future. Says Paul Petrovic, in 2046, Chow's pathological obsessionality is exposed through his recurrent fantasies, and the fact that the women of his past find their way into his fiction suggests his instinctual impulse to dwell on his memory's history. His memories are embedded in science fiction narratives, with his alter ego unable to elicit passion from mechanical and emotionless robots, all of whom, while modeled on various women he's romanced, embody his concept of Su Li Zhen as unrespondent and indifferent. It is not only Chow and his protagonists who are fixated on the past. Chow's lovers, in particular Gong Li's Black Spider and Zhang Ziyi as Bai Ling, have demons in their past as well. Chow even writes Fei Wong's android to be unable to leave the train because of her fixation on a previous lover, suggesting that you might not even need to be human to be trapped in nostalgia and longing. Solaris prods this same possibility. Though the bulk of the film is based around Kelvin and his memories, what does it say about this apparition of Hari that she is in a constant state of crisis surrounding her authenticity? Does Solaris itself have a concept of memory, since it's able to manipulate it to torment its guests so effectively? Says Daniel McFadden, Tarkovsky troubles the ontology of memory by presenting it in a highly ambiguous manner. As such, the film contrasts concrete devices such as files, photographs, and home movies with hazier, less narratively clear glimpses of the past. Tarkovsky is less interested in clear answers than in a mood of contemplation. Both 2046 and Solaris are science fiction films preoccupied with memory. The emotional weight our past carry for us and their bearing on our present realities are presented in detailed, expressive, and poetic style that marks these films as singular in the sci-fi genre.